Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Community Skirmish number 162 here today. Um, yes, welcome to Sunday Community Skirmish number 162. Thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge here today. Once again, my name is Lysanya, not Lasagna, and I welcome you here to my live stream, and we're going to get started here in just a few minutes. I'd like to thank everybody tuning in on the live stream here on twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy. Also, a big thanks to everybody tuning in on the replay, both on YouTube and on Twitch. We've got 4 outstanding teams signed up here today. We're actually going to be starting up here in just a few minutes. We've got one of the teams already in, and we're just waiting on the other team to join before we start the timer for this first matchup, the first round matchup of Sunday Community Skirmish number 162. Our first matchup here today will actually be Fancy Cloud Dancers. They'll be on red versus Altruistic Armada. They'll be on blue here today. So the blue team's already here. Altruistic Armada, they're already here. We're just waiting on Fancy Cloud Dancers to show up, and they need to be here pretty soon. Otherwise, the referee could issue a forfeit in favor of blue, but we'll have to see how that plays out here. We are waiting for, once again, Fancy Cloud Dancers to show up. I'm sure they'll be here any second, though. But the referee, at her discretion, can actually start this lobby timer at any time at this point, especially now that we are 3 minutes into 3 minutes past the top of the hour. In fact, oh, here they come. Here they come. There's our first person from the other side from Fancy Cloud Dancers. They should be showing up any second. We should be getting our first timer, our first lobby timer started any second. For those of you tuning into your very first Sunday Community Skirmish, the rules actually are very simple. This is a double elimination tournament. Very simple procedure, 2v2 style. First to 5 kills wins. In the event of a tie, a first blood will determine the winner. Also, there is a 20-minute timer involved, so 20 minutes to get the job done. And if you can't get the job done in 20 minutes and there's an active engagement, well, you get a 3-minute overtime to work with, or it ends once the active engagement ends. So 20 minutes plus the potential for up to 3 minutes worth of overtime. Once again, you want to get the job done in regular time, and you want to get everything done. Get your 5 kills, get in, get out, get it done. All right, we've got everybody showing up on both sides. I believe we are about to have a timer start here any second. We're waiting for that timer start. We're waiting for Earbud to issue the timer start. We're just waiting on Earbud now. Apparently Daniel's cat just turned off the PC, so yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, come on, Daniel. Get it together and let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. There we go. Timer starting. 4-minute timer is up. That means everybody has 4 minutes to get everything sorted out. Their crews, their loadouts. Actually, they only have 3.5 to get it sorted because they have a half a minute after the... basically, they got 3.5 minutes to sort out their loadouts and whatnot, and then 30 seconds to sort out their strategy. So that lobby timer is 4 minutes in total. So we'll see what everybody takes here. We've got a Junker so far. Got a Junker, Triple Artemis Junker in Alliance. Triple Artemis Junker. They've got a Mobula. Looks like a Hades Mobula here. Indeed, that will be a Hades Mobula. And they would be facing, so far, a... what would you call this Mobula? It's kind of a mishmash of things. They've got Artemis up top, which is a little surprising. They've got Cat Banshee downstairs, and then the Goldfish running a classic Watch-A-Fish build. So that's where we are right now. We're waiting to see if anybody makes any changes. There is one change right here. We now have... oh, that is an interesting build right there. That's a very interesting build right there. You've got a Seraph. You've got... wow, that's an interesting build. Swap Captain apparently too. Okay. Yes. Oh, now they're a Goldfish. Okay. Now they're a Goldfish. They're a Blender Fish. Don't see Blender Fishes very often in SCS. Don't see that very often, but we are seeing one right now in lobby. They might change from that. We don't know. But right now we've got Blender Fish and we've got Hades Mobula versus that mishmash Mobula sort of thing. Looks like a close range Mobula. Surprising to see that Gatling on the balloon side. That could be a detriment to them, especially with that blender fish. Are they ever going to have anybody on that Gatling side at all? That could be a huge detriment. This is a good counterplay. The friend fish doing that right there. This is a good counterplay right here. That'll prevent hull strips. And then of course you have that blender fish. Yeah, this could be very interesting. With that blender fish. Blender fish is probably going to be the key to the match for red. And then for blue, it's a matter of whether or not they can simply just get that Gatling gun going on the Mobula. This is kind of scary if you're blue right now with this loadout. You got to watch the friend fish. I would say if I'm blue, that friend fish has got to die fast. So that might be where the Hwacha fish comes into play. So we will certainly see what happens. But I would say that right now, blue has a very distinct disadvantage when it comes to hull stripping right now. They might want to reconsider their plan. Yeah, that Hades Mobula, very classic loadout. Blenderfish with side Carronade and Banshee. That's a very interesting combination. That side Caro is probably for more of the drive-by variety. Let's take a quick peek at some loadouts here. We've got Burst on one side. That's probably for the Banshees, which means the Gunner. Unless they're not even worried about those side guns. Surprised not to see any... Oh, of course, that must be the wrong loadout. Let's try that again. Yes, we do have, in fact, we do have Incendiary on that Goldfish. There we go. Now the ships are locked. Okay. There's some heat sink involved. This is something you don't see very often anymore. Is that heat sink ammo. Very surprised to see it in SCS, especially when Chem Spray is a thing. Very surprised to see it. Oh, they've got lock shot up there. They don't even... They're just bypassing charged at this point on that Blenderfish. And here we go. Our first matchup of SCS number 162. We will be on Misty Mutiny, the night map of Misty Mutiny. Of course, this is the newest map in Guns of Icarus, at least the skirmish side of it. It's the newest map. It is a night map with not a whole lot of visibility, but if you've got good eyes and good awareness, you too can succeed at Misty Mutiny. And here we go with the first matchup. Let's do the ship callouts. Ship number 1 is the Friendfish, piloted by Dementio. We have a Blenderfish. That's a Carronade up front with a Carronade on the side and a Banshee on the side. Ship 2 is the Who is Daniel, piloted by Spudnik. A Hades Mobula with double Artemis on the bottom, and a Gat and a Flare on the wings. Ship number 3 is the Who Needs a Map, piloted by Steambrains. We've got an Artemis up top, a Gatling Banshee on the bottom, and double Flak on the wings. And ship number 4 is the Undeath, piloted by Altec. A Hwacha fish with side Carronade and Gatling. I still question the Gatling on the balloon side of this Mobula. That's a very curious choice, especially when they are bringing a Blenderfish. They're just not going to be able to have any hull strip potential on that ship. That's going to be very interesting to see as the Friendfish is moving in. They're moving in very aggressively, and they're moving for the Undeath. They're going to try to move around here. Undeath try to put some Hwacha shots into the Friendfish. This is not the matchup that Friendfish really wants, unless they are just simply trying to get a good, quick peel off the Undeath and then getting them in a better position to take out the Who Needs a Map. That might be what's happening here. And Hwacha going out. The Friendfish eating a good Hwacha right there. Undeath with a good Hwacha, taking out all 3 guns of the Friendfish. That is 5 stacks on the hull. Somebody forgot to Chem Spray that hull. That is a missed Chem Spray. That means that the Friendfish will be hull broken, but they lose no armor. Meanwhile, Who is Daniel picks up a 1v1 hull break on the Who Needs a Map. And they're getting shot up here. They're down to about 50% perma. Make that about 40. That's a good Hydro right there. That's going to break the Hades arcs, at least, for a bit. And now, of course, Who is Daniel putting those good shots out onto the Who Needs a Map. But Who Needs a Map gets some cover here, a little bit of cover. And now they're going for the Friendfish, and this is the matchup that Friendfish wants. They want the Who Needs a Map. This is what they really want. However, Who Needs a Map actually got caught. Oh, this is a bad spot for Who Needs a Map. They're hull broken. They were balloon broken. The balloon break leads to the hull break, and they are in trouble. Undeath tried to go for a ram. Oh, they got caught. Oh, Friendfish gets the ram kill, and Who is Daniel picks up the other kill. It's 2-0 in favor of red. My goodness, that was a bit of an interesting maneuver by the fish right there, by both fish. Both trying to counterplay the ram, and Friendfish won that engagement. They definitely won that engagement right there. It is 2-0 in favor of red. That means first blood is in favor of red. And of course, we're waiting for that blue spawn right now, and Friendfish, of course, setting that whole thing up for his side. That is a Blenderfish, of course. Blenderfish once again with that side Carronade and Banshee. They've got those buffed engines right there as they tap the environment. And blue should be up any second. Blue is indeed up. Uh-oh. They just caught Who is Daniel on the other side of the map. They just caught him. That is a 2v1, and that's going to be a lengthy 2v1 here. Look at the map right here. The Friendfish has got it bolted over there as Who is Daniel got hole broken. Oh, they're in trouble right now. Oh, this could be a huge mistake by red. This could be a huge mistake by red. Who needs a map looking to ram them? They do get the ram, but that's a balloon on hole ram. Good thing they did not ram with their own hole, because otherwise Who needs a map would be in big trouble right now. Both ships should not be diving right here. Who is Daniel could very easily hydro up and then get Friendfish into the fight. This is not a good decision by blue here, as Who needs a map trying desperately to stay at the same altitude of Who is Daniel, but they shouldn't be staying at the same altitude. They should be staying higher than Who is Daniel. And this teamwork is not good by blue. This teamwork is not good at all. They need to stay coordinated. They just blocked part of that Hwacha. The Who needs a map on the undead. They blocked part of that Hwacha. However, they'll be going for the Friendfish here in just a second. That Hwacha goes out. That's going to take out the front gun of the Who is Daniel. A flare goes out. Of course, that is kimmed. However, the Undeath is both balloon broken and hull broken. That means they'll be backing out of this fight, and that means it will be a 2v1. Who needs a map is in trouble now. They are at close range. They are trying to tank it with the balloon, but they are not having any success at that, as they are putting shots into the hull of the... Uh-oh, Friendfish moving in with a nice ram right there. That's 3-0 in favor of red. Friendfish just coming in the side door saying, I got this. And they certainly got this. It's 3-0. Undeath, of course, unable to really do anything about that, as they were hull and balloon broken. That means, of course, they're going to be in trouble. They are in their own spawn. Red deciding, however, to wait. They're deciding to wait. Or actually, they're playing a little patiently right now. Undeath trying to back it up. Are they trying to bait the Friendfish? They might be trying to bait the Friendfish. Undeath trying to back up the truck. They're about to run out of real estate, though. They are about to run out of real estate right here. That is the edge of the map. They have nowhere to go here. That is the edge of the map right there. They're going to have to come back here. How close are they to that wall? They are hugging that wall. They are hugging. Uh-oh. They could be caught in the trade winds, folks. Oh, they're caught in the trade winds. Friendfish smells blood. They're caught in the trade winds, and Friendfish moving in very aggressively. They got the balloon pop on the Undeath. That means Undeath is in a very bad spot right here. Unless they were trying to bait the Friendfish out there, but still, that's a very risky call, especially considering what's going on. Oh, Friendfish actually gets caught in the trade winds, and they take some permahull damage for their efforts. Friendfish, with a huge mistake, they got caught in the trade winds. They got caught in the trade winds. They may not be able to get out. They got caught in the completely caught in the trade winds. Will they die to the trade winds? No, but they lose 90% permahull because of the trade winds, because they got way too aggressive. Way too aggressive. They lost 90% perma. A huge mistake there by Dementio. Huge mistake there. Will it come back to haunt them, as Undeath is eating Hades right now? They're about to lose that balloon. They need to be very careful. Friendfish is apparently steaming mad after that one. They're making a beeline for the Undeath. There's a a balloon break on the Undeath. Friendfish moving in. Friendfish looking to get very aggressive right now. Undeath turning the corner. Friendfish needs to be very careful. It is a 3-0, and Friendfish has 10% perma. Who needs a map? Rightfully going in. What is Undeath doing? What are they doing? They found themselves in a corner, and Friendfish says, thank you very much for the free kill. It is 4-0. Meanwhile, Friendfish lost their armor, but no harm done. Absolutely no harm done. It almost is like Dementio is trying to is basically not even playing this seriously right now. He seems to be basically just letting Alto do whatever they want, saying, you still can't stop me. Who needs a map now in trouble? They're in a 1v2, and this could be over any second, folks. It is 4-0 in favor of red. Who needs a map? Hull broken, and this should be academic, folks. This should be the match right here. Indeed, it is. It is 5-0. Clean sweep for red on this Misty Mutiny night map. Well played by red, but my goodness, blue's teamwork not so good. Red really with only one mistake in the match, and that was an over-aggressive Blenderfish losing 90% perma to trade wins. But other than that, clean win for red. We'll be right back, folks, with Sunday Community Skirmish number 162. We'll be right back with more action. We'll be back with the second round matchup between Fancy Cloud Dancers and the winner of the other matchup going on as we speak. All right, and while we are waiting, folks, we're actually going to join in on the other matchup in progress right now. We're going to join in the middle of the action between Sandwich Predators and Triple L, which is currently 2-0 in favor of Triple L here. We're just going to go ahead and proceed with this bottom matchup of the first round. So let's go ahead and show you guys the rest of, oops, hang on, the rest of this matchup. Let's go ahead and let you know what's going on here. We'll be joining in just a moment. As we will look in at everything that's going on. That way you'll be able to see along with the bottom bracket. All right, this matchup features Sandwich Predators on red versus Triple L on blue. Let's look at these ship callouts. Of course, you can find this matchup as well being streamed from its beginning at twitch.tv/solidusbucket. So this matchup is a first-round matchup as well, as ship number 1 is the St. Glaswegian's Kiss, piloted by Mighty Kev. It is a Gat Mortar Metamidian with side double flare. Ship 2, Protoss Tip Box, piloted by Water It's Me. A Carrot, basically an Artemis and a Caro up front, with a Banshee and a Lens Array on the side. Ship 3, the Lupus Astaris, piloted by Wolf 1. It is a Pyramidian Gat Artemis, with side Banshee and Flare. And ship number 4, the GFA Salvager, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. We have an Artemis, a Junker with an Artemis up front, Gat Banshee on one side, Hades and Artemis on the other. That's a classic Junker build right there. As, of course, we are joining in the middle of the other first-round matchup. We are awaiting the winner of this matchup to face the winner of our first matchup, which was, of course, Fancy Cloud Dancers. The loser of this matchup will be facing the loser of our first matchup, which was, of course, Altruistic Armada, And we are waiting for teams to spot each other. Looks like we're having a rousing game of merry-go-round right now. Either that or Duck, Duck, Goose. I'm not sure. I mean, Duck, Duck, Goose could be the thing. Who's the duck? Who's the goose? We don't know. I mean, the mountain could be the goose. We don't know, for that matter. But now we have, apparently, blue team is deciding to give each other a bro fist right there. That is a pointed. It looks like actually no. Actually, I should say that the Lupus Stars is pointing the Salvager in the correct direction. By that, I mean gently ramming them in the direction they want to go. Meanwhile, the Protoss Tip Box and St. Glaswegian's Kiss, still looking for their enemy. They've decided to turn around, because we have 10 minutes remaining in this matchup. 10 minutes remaining, so half the match has gone by. We're only at 2-0, as these teams are rocking close-range builds. For the most part, those are close-range builds, except for really the Salvager, which is more of a mid-range control build. Of course, Pyramidians have a natural resistance to those Artemi, which is, of course, that front nose cone. However, good players are able to deal with that front nose cone. And Red deciding, you know what, enough of this nonsense. Looks like they're going to cut through the middle here. Looks like they've decided to cut through the middle. Will they find them? Has Blue found them? Has Red found them? I don't know if anybody's found anybody. Nobody's found anybody just yet, but my goodness, we are still waiting for one of these sides to find the other. Of course, this is classic Clash of Blackcliff. It is, of course, the merry-go-round around the silo. Red deciding to cut through the middle. Whoa, we may have spots here any second. We may have spots here any second. Protoss Tip Box finally moving through. As is St. Glaswegian Kiss. And there are the spots. There they are. Now both sides realizing where the other are. They don't know where the GFA Salvager is, not officially, but they should have a general idea of where they are at this point. And yes, there is the comment of, I see you and you see me. Of course, we have the Protoss Tip Box moving in. And there's GFA Salvager looking to be the front line. And I believe that will be a Pura follow-up by the Lupus any second, as Protoss Tip Box is looking for the cover of the mountain. And they will indeed find it without an armor break. However, St. Glaswegian's Kiss moving in from the front side. Looks like they're going split push here. This is classic Mighty Kev here. Calling for the split push. GFA Salvager moving back. That means Lupus Astaris is waiting for their range on the Gatling. They should have range on that Gatling. I'm surprised that Gatling's not going out. There's the Gatling right there. Now the Gatling goes out. Protoss Tip Box looking to put shots onto the GFA Salvager. Looks like a couple of 1v1s here. I'm surprised that Protoss Tipbox is not moving in for the Lupus Astaris right now. Looks like they're getting very aggressive. Now they're getting the Banshees on the side of Lupus Astaris. That appears to have been what the plan was. Lupus Astaris, however, winning their 1v1. They do have the hull break on the St. Glaswegian Kiss. Neither side on the other 1v1 has a hull break just yet. St. Glaswegian Kiss in trouble. GFA Salvage are losing their balloon. Lupus still winning that 1v1. Looks like the Lock Gatling winning that engagement, as there is the potential for a ram kill right there. Lupus moving in very aggressively. St. Glaswegian Kiss losing their balloon. They could be losing their armor any second. That should be a kill right there. In fact, there it is. 3-0 in favor of blue. GFA Salvager now in a good spot against Protoss Tipbox, even though they're getting blended down. GFA Salvager is able to keep themselves up, and by doing so, they may be able to make this 4-0 without a scratch on that paint job. Lupus Astaris moving in very quickly, and they realize that balloon is down on the GFA Salvager. GFA Salvager finally gets hull broken, but that's a good job by the engineers keeping themselves up. A tar going out from the Protoss tip box to try to shield off the Lupus Astaris. That's a peel attempt right there. GFA Salvager trying to tank this, trying to stay alive, but there are too many shots going into that balloon. They may go down here. Protoss Tipbox deciding they have to get aggressive. They do get the balloon break, but they do not get the armor break. That may cost them here. They may not get this kill as a result. That's a hull break on the Protoss Tipbox. Lupus Astaris moving in very quickly. That armor goes back up, though. No damage to the perma-hull. Lupus Astaris, however, gets shoved to the side. That means that's a hull break right there. Lupus Astaris not in position to really follow up, but the GFA Salvager also not in a great position to follow up either. Protoss Tipbox trying to get the kill on the GFA Salvager before they go down. They may not get that, though. No, they're not going to get that. That should be a kill. It is 4-0 in favor of Triple L. Meanwhile, St. Glaswegian's Kiss realizing this, and they're still going in. They're still going in with 6 minutes remaining. They are showing no backup in this truck here, but they're going high now. They're going high. They're going to try to drive by. A questionable decision here. Why are they going into this fight 1v2? What are they thinking here? They're going to try to dive down into Lupus Astaris. Looks like they're going for them. Looks like they're going to do a mid-air curb stomp here. Protoss Tipbox spawning way out there. They do get the hull break on the Lupus Astaris, though. They might actually pick up a 1v2. They do pick up the 1v2. A very surprising kill right there by the St. Glaswegian Kiss. Wow, that was unexpected. Good height, though, by the St. Glaswegian Kiss, actually making it work, though. So a very surprising job right there by Mighty Keb. A very surprising kill. But Red finally on the board with about 5 left in the match. St. Glaswegian Kiss now going for the Hydro. Looks like they overshoot their Hydro just a little bit. They overshot the Hydro just a little bit, unless they're trying to get the Salvager to rise. Which in that case, if they're trying to get him to rise, well, they've done a successful job of that. St. Glaswegian Kiss now backing up the truck. Looks like tar going out from the GFA Salvager as the Lupus Astaris now into the picture. Glaswegian Kiss now moving forward to the cover of the mountain, and Protoss Tipbox moving in very aggressively on the GFA Salvager. That is the Carrot moving in. That's a Carrot looking to drop the GFA Salvager. Will they go for the Lupus Astaris, though? Looks like that's what they want. It looks like it was a drive-by on the Junker. Now St. Glaswegian Kiss moving in on the Protoss Tipbox. St. Glaswegian Kiss needs to get a little more aggressive right here. Yes, I know I'm telling Mighty Keb to get more aggressive. As Protoss Tipbox, no, they were not hull broken. Lupus Astaris might actually get hull broken here. The Kiss moving in on the Lupus. And they're waiting for that arc. They're waiting for that arc. They have the arc. They have the arc. Kiss moving in. Lupus, now it's a joust between the two. Now it's a joust between the two. Pires looks like Kiss is losing that argument right now. The Kiss losing the argument. Triple L might actually have the win here. They have no guns up on the St. Glaswegian Kiss. This could be the kill. This could be the match. 4 minutes to go. The Kiss loses their armor and their hull and their chances to win this match as Blue wins 5-1. And a fairly convincing win for Triple L, coming back and putting a win on the board after getting absolutely shut out last SCS. Good job by Triple L in this other first round matchup. We'll be right back, folks, with our winner's final matchup. It will be between Fancy Cloud Dancers and Triple L. Stay tuned. We'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, and we are back with our next matchup here. We'll be starting up that matchup here in just a moment. The lobby just went up, and we are waiting for Triple L to join this lobby. We already have Fancy Cloud Dancers in here, and they are joining right now. So let's go ahead and open this up for everybody to see. There we are, folks. There we are, as we have Fancy Cloud Dancers on red. Triple L will be on blue. So once again, Fancy Cloud Dancers on red versus Triple L on blue. As we now have Triple L loading into lobby. They are here. It is time to go. 4 minutes should be on the clock. We are about to start off this second round matchup, the winner's final of SCS number 162, and there is the timer call. 4 minutes until we start up the next matchup, and this next matchup will be on Canyon Ambush. Contractual obligations will happen in just a few minutes. All right, and of course, if you want to catch the other matchup, if you want to catch the other two teams go at it, Altruistic Armada versus Sandwich Predators, you can catch that on twitch.tv/SolidusBucket. Of course, Solidus Bucket is getting back into the stream game, and we are happy to have him back. He is taking care of our lower bracket right now, and it is great to see him back in action, back in the stream game, back casting Sunday Community Skirmish and Guns of Icarus in general. So going forward, other than the Alto versus Sandwich Predators matchup, we will have the rest of the matches here on twitch.tv/thatLysanya So we will have almost all the rest of the matches going forward, and we have 3 minutes left on that timer. Now we have a Magnate and a Galleon showing on Canyon Ambush. I'm interested to see what the Magnate meta is going to be. I'm very surprised. Of course, big fluffy balloon right here. This is big and this is fluffy, and it has many places to hit. Don't call it a fat balloon, just call it a fluffy balloon. Of course, that lumber seems to be pretty meta on the Magnate these days. Lumbers or flax. I have noticed that people like to go long side, short side with those Magnates these days. So who knows? Maybe that is the meta. Say, Lumberjack and Hades and whatnot. Or sometimes you'll see Hades with a flak or things like that. You'll see some various things going on. But looks like Pyramidion, we have a Gat Artemis Pyramidion, and a change was called. We now have a Hwachafish in play, a Hwachafish with Side Gatling and Caro now in play. Of course, the Galleon is going to be, no, it is not a pure meta. We have, instead of a flak, we have a Hwacha there on the long side. So there you have it. We've got a couple of quick changes there. Wolf One calling a weapon change. They were Gat Art, now they're a Carrot. They see Big Fluffy Balloon, they're a Simple Man. They see Magnate, they bring Caro. We got 1:30 left in the timer for teams to... Oh, no, excuse me. 1 minute left to lock. I'm sorry. Earbud should have made that clear. That's okay. So we've got just under a minute to go for both teams to decide on what they want to bring. Galleon Magnate. That is an interesting call right there. Galleon Magnate. Magnate seems to pair well with your Mobulas and your Galleons. That seems to be the way teams are bringing the Magnate, especially in SCS. Pyramidion Fish, of course, a classic build for Canyon Ambush. We'll see if they keep it. 30 seconds to lock. Hwachafish, still that classic build for Canyon Ambush. And of course the Pyramidion, the Carrot though, but still Pyramidions are a classic build. The one weakness that this team will have is that they will not have much in terms of hull stripping potential. They're going to be focusing very strongly on disabling and then maybe popping. So they're going to play the long game as the blue. That's a very interesting choice here. They're going to play the long game on Canyon Ambush, especially against Galleon Magnate. Against the Magnate, it makes sense because the Magnate is fairly weak to balloon pressure. But we'll cross that bridge in just a moment as this next matchup is on Canyon Ambush. It is a very canyonous map with lots of places to ambush on it. Contractual obligations handled, folks. Of course, This is a classic, as we normally don't see overtime on a cannon ambush, but here we go with our winners final. Ship number 1 is the Jabberwocky, piloted by Dementia. We have left side, we've got Lumber Double Hades. On the right side, we have a Hwacha, a Mortar, and a Gatling. Ship number 2 is the Hobo Joe, piloted by Spudnik. A Carol Hwacha short side, a Lumber Hwacha alongside with a Gatling and a Flare. Ship number 3 is the Lupus Astaris, piloted by Wolf 1. We have a Carrot, a Artemis Caro, and we have a Banshee and a Flare on the side. Ship 4 is the GFA Narwhal, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard, a Hwacha Fish with side Gatling and Carronade. Classic Hwacha Fish right there. And Red just driving it right down mid, and they have found Blue. Oh, Blue better be real careful here. Blue's been spotted. If I'm Lupus Astaris, if I've been spotted there, you gotta know they drove it down mid. I'm surprised they're still going in that direction. They realize the spot is off. They have to know that they've been flanked. They have to know. They have to know. They better be diving for cover. Lupus Astaris, I think, has realized this. Yes, they have. They're diving for cover. GFA Narwhal. Looks like Lupus Astaris might have been the one to make the call. They've dove for cover, as has GFA Narwhal, so Blue has no line of sight. That means that we are back to square one, but Red definitely knows what's up at this point. Red now content to hold Blue's spawn. What will Blue do? Red has invaded Blue's spawn. Blue's content to sit in the middle of the map. Red has basically said, we got that. Red is basically daring Blue to come in. They are calling for Blue to get at them. That's just showing absolutely no respect to Blue right there. Basically saying, we have no problem if you see us. That is a Hades with a calling card on it. Lupus Astaris, you know he's seen that. And then GFA Narwhal, of course, you know they're seeing the Hades. Look, that's more calling cards out there. They are just calling a long distance, basically saying, look, I don't care about billing rates and whatnot. Just get at us. Red does not care at all what Blue is doing. They are showing no fear, no respect for Triple L, a former SCS winner. In fact, 2 FCSs ago, SCS 150, Triple L was a winner. Jabberwocky just putting shots out there. They don't even care if they're spotted. They've just basically told them, we're here, come get us. Lupus Astaris now, they're starting to peek around that corner. Oh, Flare going out. Was that a friendly Flare? I believe that was a friendly Flare, but that's only going to serve to spot themselves as Jabberwocky. Oh, wait a minute. No, they do get the spot of the Jabberwocky. They do get the spot of the Jabberwocky, so it looks like Red realizes that Blue has seen its calling card. They've heard the calling card, and now they are about to... they're hoping to dial up a win here is FCD, but hey, Triple L no slouches themselves, a former SCS winner. So we'll see what they have in store for us here today as Jabberwocky is going to take the lead here as Hobo Joe's going to take the rear. I'm a little surprised by the Jabberwocky taking the front in this situation. A little surprised by that as the Jabberwocky, the weaker of the 2 ships. Better at turning, better at reacting, but weaker overall in terms of permahull. And mass as well. Triple L appears to be putting a split push together. This is a funny looking split push right here. They're not really going out wide enough to really call this a split push. They're just coming down 2 different lanes, so Jabberwocky's deciding, okay, you've seen us, we'll go over here now. Looks like they're going for the other cover here. Unless they're looking to back it up, they may be just looking to change their positioning a little bit and go high-low. Looks like that appears to be what they're looking to do. Although I'm a little surprised that Jabberwocky's going low against the GFA Narwhal. Oh, excuse me, not the Narwhal. I'm sorry, I meant the Lupus. My bad. The GFA Narwhal is the Hwacha Fish. Still no action just yet. Very slow-paced canyon ambush. You don't see this very often. Triple L is afraid to move in. Unless they are waiting for the proper approach by the Narwhal. Actually, it appears that's what they're doing here. Narwhal going very wide right here. Maybe Jabberwocky realizing that's what their play is. Narwhal, let's look at Narwhal here. Let's look at their cover of of, oh wow, they're going to have a lot of cloud cover here if they want to make their move. They've got to have a lot of cloud cover going in. If they want to make the move, now's the time to go. If they want to make the moves, does the Narwhal, this is the time to go. They've got cloud cover ready to go. They've got it tailor-made for them. They should go. Come on, Narwhal. You got to feel froggy right here. It's time to jump. It's time to jump. Unless they're looking for the full back door. If they're looking for the full back door and going around the canyon completely, they still have that, the ability to use cloud cover to do so. But man, they're just playing a very cautious game as Triple L. Very cautious game. Now Flare's going out. The Lupus Star is still spotted. They are trying to be spotted, I believe. As Narwhal moving it. Oh, they are looking for the back door here as the GFA Narwhal. They are definitely looking for the back door. They have used cloud cover expertly as the GFA Narwhal. They have done a very good job as the Narwhal to get into position. This is a very tactical game being played by Triple L. They are looking... Oh, my goodness. They have just come right to the back porch of Red here. They are at the back porch. Oh, but if they back up... Oh, Lupus Stars will be out of position if they back up around the canyon. They will be out of position, will the Lupus Astaris. Let's keep an eye on the map right here. Lupus Astaris, again, still trying to be spotted, I would believe. Let's take a look at them. Who's going to be the bait and who's going to be the one to go in? Lupus Astaris will probably have to be the bait here because they already know... They already know that Red knows where they are. They already know this. The question is, do they... Uh-oh. Jabberwocky has an idea. Jabberwocky has an idea. They're going behind the canyon. Jabberwocky, piloted by Dementio. They're smelling a flank here. They're smelling a flank. Oh, their flank is busted, folks. Their flank is busted. They got to go for the Hobo Joe. Here we go. The flank is busted. It is time to go. Hawacha going into the Hobo Joe. Here we go with this winner's final. They slam that balloon into the Hobo Joe. They're going to lose their own balloon as a result, but the Hobo Joe loses about 60% perma and a lot of guns. Lupus Astaris moving in with that Artemis. Moving in very aggressively. They're looking to, of course, blend down the Hobo Joe. And there's a hull break on the GFA Narwhal. Hawacha going wild onto the Jabberwocky. Lupus Astaris getting very aggressive with the Hobo Joe, but they're losing their own armor. Hobo Joe just holding it together as the Lupus Astaris not really getting what they want here. Lupus Astaris about to be hull broken here. In fact, they are hull broken. That lumber going into Lupus Astaris, that is not going to do much damage. But they did get the armor break. That means it's going to be Jabberwocky time as the Hawacha goes into the Lupus Astaris. Meanwhile, the GFA Narwhal looking to put the Hawacha into the Hobo Joe. I would dare say this is advantage Red right now as Lupus Astaris hull broken. They are in trouble. They're down to about 20%, 15% perma-hull. GFA Narwhal getting very aggressive right here. Uh-oh! That's a big mistake right there by the GFA Narwhal, except for the part where they actually get that armor back up very quickly. Looks like they saw that coming and they had 3 people on that armor to bring it up very quickly, so good reaction by the crew right there as GFA Narwhal trying desperately to break the Hobo Joe. They are against environment. They are against environment. They might be able to do something, but no, they have to back it up. This is bad positioning by, or at least a not a good position for Narwhal to slam their ship into the Hobo Joe. They're probably looking for the Jabberwocky here. Lupus Astaris now moving in. GFA Narwhal balloon broken. Lupus Astaris looking to correct their mistake from before. Lupus Astaris ramming into the Jabberwocky, getting into its blind spot. Now Narwhal moving into the Jabberwocky. Lupus Astaris does not have tar. They do not. Do any of these ships have tar? None of the ships have tar. Okay. Just checking in case we see any tar come out. Want to make sure if we have any tar come out because these are ships, of course, with blind spots on the back. Lupus Astaris moving in. Oh, that could be dangerous for the Lupus Astaris. Oh, they get wrecked by the Hobo Joe. It is 1-0 in favor of Red. First blood to Red. Yeah, I gotta say, maybe a bit of a questionable choice by Blue going full control here. With that Hawacha fish, and then of course the carrot. Bit of a questionable choice against everything that they're bringing. I mean, I can certainly understand if, say, a lumberjack came out, but my goodness, carrot, okay, but combined with the Hawacha fish, they really don't have much in terms of killing potential unless you want to slam your ship into the enemy, and Red is just sitting in blue spawn with not a scratch on those paint jobs, folks. It is 2-0 in favor of It is 2-0 in favor of red. That is, of course, Fancy Cloud Dancers, and they are showing absolutely no fear in blue spawn. They just left their calling card in blue spawn and said, come get us. And, of course, red parked right in the middle. And GFA Narwhal spawns. They're spawning close this time. They're going to spawn close. They're going to get spotted immediately. Of course, they know where red is at this point. They know where the Jabberwocky is. Yeah, they got to know. They got to know. All right, GFA Narwhal putting that watch out there. Narwhal, however, is hull broken. That's not a good spot for them to be. Hull broken against ships like that. Narwhal is looking for cover. They're hull broken again. They are hull broken again. And blue looking for cover. Yeah, blue's not in good shape right now. This is really, really bad for blue. This is really bad. Jabberwocky really just putting a hurting on both these ships. That Lumberjack really coming into play. Hobo Joe also with the Lumberjack. Both these ships with the Lumberjack. And watches. And lots of things to make you hurt. Of course, here comes Jabberwocky. They know they went for the cover of Canyon. Blue, however, looking to circle around. Looks like blue knows they're going to be coming around the canyon any second. So they're looking to back up the truck and look for cover here. Lupus Astaris does so. Where is GFA Narwhal? GFA Narwhal has decided to go low. I like this by the GFA Narwhal. I like this. Looks like GFA Narwhal is looking for a hydro play here. The question is, will they get it? As it looks like we are going to have a rousing game of merry-go-round around the canyon. Either that or we'll set the mulberry bush ablaze and put it on top of the canyon. I'm not sure. We'll do it either way. Or actually, that's a mesa, not a canyon. But hey, who's counting, right? Now the question's going to be, who will spot the other first? GFA Narwhal with good cover. Lupus Astaris trying to be the bait for the GFA Narwhal. So it looks like a hydro play is what they're looking for. They're not going to be able to get it, though, because they're going to have to rise up just a little bit. Red not looking to move very much. They're just looking for a little bit of cover and getting what they want here. GFA Narwhal swinging wide. Lupus Astaris also swinging wide. And we do indeed have a game of merry-go-round here. Now we've made one full rotation. Actually, almost one full rotation around the mesa. Almost one full rotation. What is blue doing? They're going for the canyon. It looks like they've decided that they do not want any part of fighting in blue spawn. However, after losing that first engagement, they really don't have any way to really dictate the terms of engagement. They do not have first blood advantage. They do not have the lead. I'm surprised that they're looking to go into the canyon right now. I understand the decision, but down 2-0, they have no room to dictate the terms of engagement. Red can just sit in blue spawn and say, you know what, we don't care. We'll just sit here. You come at us. You certainly can't blame Red one bit for sitting in that spawn. Looking for him in the spawn. I think they may have realized at this point that they've left the spawn. They're looking to engage in the canyon. They may have realized, in fact, let's take a look. Doesn't look like they've realized just yet. Does not look like they've realized just yet. In fact, they have not realized either that or they don't care. Either way. Take your pick. And of course, now blue, I think, is coming back, realizing the timer situation is not in their favor. They've realized that, maybe we can't play that game. Red's like, I'm not all about that life. We're just, uh-oh, wait a minute. We could have something going here. As blue's coming down the canyon, red's on the other side of the canyon. This is Sniper Alley right here. They could be in trouble as blue, but red, no, red doesn't see them. Oh, blue sees red, though. Blue sees red. Now we could have something here. Oh, Hobo Joe's going to get caught here. Hobo Joe's going to get caught here, or maybe the Narwhal gets caught. Let's see. Watcha goes out with the Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe's the one that gets caught. Looks like they only lose their heavy guns there. Only the back guns as the Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe's actually going to get a Watcha out there as the Narwhal eats a Watcha of their own. Oh, this is bad for blue. This should be a 4-0 right here. This should be a 4-0. Narwhal's hull broken. This should be 4-0 any minute here. After that, start of the engagement. That should be it. Yeah, simultaneous hull breaks. Narwhal's about to die. This should be it for the Narwhal. Hull break should do it. They are just tanking at this point. Resistance is futile at this point. Now they're going to turn for the Lupus Astaris. With 5 minutes to go, Watcha going out from the Hobo Joe. They're just waiting for the hull break at this point. They're not looking to they're not really looking to do anything else other than wait for the hull break. There it is. Jabberwocky picks it up 3-0 in favor of red. Narwhal is as good as dead as well. They should be going down any second. It should be 4-0 any second. Watcha going out. You got to save face right here if you're the GFA Narwhal. Not a whole lot they can do other than pray for a miracle, which I would dare say their prayer is not about to be answered. They're about to fall into the environment. Their armor was broken earlier. It's not broken right now. They lost 2 engines as a result. They are completely and utterly shut down. That armor goes down. They're trying to Hydro with absolutely no balloon. To no avail. 4-0 in favor of red. And Jabberwocky celebrating by trying to fit their fluffy balloon in between the canyon. Don't call it fat, call it fluffy. That is a fluffy balloon. Meanwhile, the Jabberwocky moving through, of course, that thin crack right there. The Lupus Stars has spawned. With 4 minutes to go, I would dare say this is probably academic at this point. This is probably academic, but you never know. We've seen some crazy things happen in Sunday Community Skirmish. As the Jabberwocky now in a bit of a 1v2, they will be for a few seconds as the Narwhal has spawned right on top of them, except here's the problem with the Narwhal's positioning. Their back is turned to them. The Jabberwocky can outturn the Narwhal, and Hades going out onto the Lupus Astaris, and a Watcha going out into the Jabberwocky. Narwhal actually has something here. They're going to ram into the fluffy balloon of the Jabberwocky. Meanwhile, the Lupus Astaris looking to move in. Blue might have something here, except they're hull broken. That means they have to full stop here. And by not full stopping, they lose about 25% of their armor. Or, excuse me, their hull, excuse me. And the Lupus Astaris still balloon broken, about to be hull broken, and probably Hopes and Dreams about to be crushed. And in fact, there's the Watcha follow-up, which means Hopes and Dreams are now dead. 5-0 in favor of red, a clean win for red. Absolutely no respect shown from red to blue with the start of the matchup when they were just spamming Lumbers and Hades all around, basically begging for blue to come at them. But 5-0, I mean, speaks for itself. I mean, it really speaks for itself. But we'll be right back, folks. We'll be right back with the Road to Redemption finals in just a couple minutes. All right, and for those of you who want to catch the tail end of the Road to Redemption, actually, no, I take that back. The Road to Redemption has been complete. Sandwich Predators with a 5-1 win over the Altruistic Armada, which means that the Altruistic Armada has been eliminated from SCS number 162. That means our next matchup will be Triple L versus Sandwich Predators. And for those of you just tuning in, for those of you who are coming in from the other live stream, from Saldus Bucket's live stream, thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge. We have all the rest of the matchups going forward, including this Road to Redemption final between Triple L and Sandwich Predators. We'll be starting that up here in just a few minutes. So stay tuned, folks. We will be right back with more action here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 162. We'll be right back, folks. Thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge. All right, folks, and we are back, and we're going to get this next matchup started here very shortly as the lobby is up, and we are awaiting both teams at this point. Here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 162, we will, of course, have the Road to Redemption Finals up next. And for those of you tuning in from Solace Bucket stream, thank you so much for tuning in to twitch.tv/Lysanya Guy. For those of you who just joined us, and for those of you who have been with me the whole way, let's recap the tournament so far. First off, our first matchup on this stream, we saw Fancy Cloud Dancers with a clean 5-0 win against Altruistic Armada. Meanwhile, Triple L with a 5-1 win over Sandwich Predators on the other stream, twitch.tv/SolidusBucket. Meanwhile, in the Road to Redemption Finals, we had in the Road to Redemption's first round matchup, we had Sandwich Predators with a 5-1 win over Altruistic Armada, eliminating Alto from SCS number 162. Meanwhile, in the winners final, Fancy Cloud Dancers won a clean 5-0 victory over Triple L, putting Fancy Cloud Dancers into the grand finals, which means our Road to Redemption Finals is set. We will have Triple L on red versus Sandwich Predators on blue. We will get started here with this matchup in just a few minutes. We are waiting for both teams to load in, and they are finally starting to come into the lobby. So let's go ahead and show that at this time. Let's go ahead and show the lobby. There it is. Of course, once again, we will have Sandwich Predators on blue. We will have Triple L on red. As we get their representatives into the matchup here, we get them into the lobby. So once again, we have Triple L on red versus Sandwich Predators on blue. That will be our Road to Redemption Finals. And now we have red loading in. Red, of course, being Triple L. No, that is not red. Why are they loading in here? That is not them. Why are they in here? Why is Fancy Cloud Dancers in here? Yeah, we don't have Fancy Cloud Dancers in the next matchup. We should have Triple L versus Sandwich Predators. Yeah, we have Road to Redemption Finals. Here, bud, come on. That's the next matchup. You know this. Why do we have... referee? No. Referee, hang on. We got referee issues here. Hang on, folks. We'll sort that out. Actually, she doesn't know where she's supposed to be, so hang on. Come on here, bud. You know where you're supposed to be. We're supposed to go to the Road to Redemption Finals. Come on. All right, we'll sort this out, folks. We'll be right back. All right, so that answers that question. Apparently there was some confusion with the organization. Apparently, um, the Road to Redemption Finals is actually being streamed on the other live stream, which is completely contrary to the way that it's normally set up, which basically means we're sitting here on 20 minutes of dead air, and I don't want to do that to you guys. That's not fair to all of you. So at this point, I'm thinking that I'm thinking at this point that we ought to go ahead and let the other stream handle the full SCS from here. I don't know what's going on at this point, folks. Like I'm pretty much twisted in the wind at this point. I'm kind of just sitting here trying to figure out what's going on, as apparently the organization has decided to split up and leave top stream with complete dead air for 20 minutes, which is not fair to you guys. So at this point, I'm thinking the fairest thing to do would be for Solidus Bucket to take over the rest of the live stream going forward. You know what? Actually, here's what we're gonna do. I have a solution to this, folks. I have a good solution here. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's see. Where is the other one here? Who's running that? That would be Dio, if I remember correctly. Yes, there we go. Let's jump in. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Because that happened, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tune in to match 5. We're gonna actually simulcast this with 2 streamers at this point on this match number 5. It is what it is, folks. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it this way. We're going to do the ship callouts here, and this will be Triple L on red, and Sandwich Predators on blue. I apologize, folks. This is not what you expect when you tune into SCS each and every week, and I do apologize about that. And I'm hoping we will have the organization cleaned up for you next week, as we have ship number 1 is a GFA Salvager piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. It is a junker with an Artemis up front. We have a Hades Artemis on one side. We have a Gat Banshee on the other. Ship 2, Lupus Astaris, piloted by Wolf 1. We have a Gatling Artemis Pyramidian with a side Banshee and Flare. Ship 3, Setna Sandwich, piloted by Water It's Me, Hawatchafish with side Gatling and Caro. Ship 4, the St. Glaswegian Kiss, piloted by Madi Keb, a Gat Artemis Pyramidian with side Banshee and Flare. Those are your ships as we join in down with blue up 3-1. Sandwich Predators looking to avenge their loss from earlier in the tournament. And we will hopefully... Oh my goodness, this has kind of thrown me for a loop here, folks, and I do apologize about this, but yeah, this is not what I was expecting. This is not the tournament flow I was expecting, and quite frankly, like I said, 20 minutes of downtime is not fair to you guys as an audience, so we're jumping in and we're doing things our way at this point. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to do it this way, and Solidus Bucket will upload things from here. All right, so we're still going to call the action here. You know what? We're just going to go forward. We're just going to go forward with this. It is what it is at this point, as we have blue moving north into red's territory. Red kind of trying to turn through things. Zetna Sandwich looking to... No, they're not going to get through there. Not unless they rise up. And if I remember correctly, they can? Yeah, they can. Just barely, but they can. They can get up and over that. All right, and now blue has flanked red here. Blue has flanked red. Zetna Sandwich is now flanked. Excuse me, Lupus Astaris is flanked. Zetna Sandwich is flanking the Lupus Astaris. We've got a Hwatch going out on the Lupus Astaris. Good portion of that Hwatch misses, though, as GFA Salvager looking to clean up the Zetna Sandwich. And St. Glaswegian Kiss looking to move in. Looks like they have found themselves, all 4 of these ships, in the Tunnel of Love. St. Glaswegian's Kiss now has Lupus Astaris. This could be one Tiger Uppercut away from a kill, but no, nobody decides to go Tiger Uppercut here. Very surprised to see that. St. Glaswegian Kiss moving in on the GFA Salvager. GFA Salvager hull broken, and there is the... oh, no, not quite. Not quite a kill. Not quite, as I believe their engines went out there. Lupus Astaris looking to get the sandwich there. But that is a lot of tar going out, and it's wrecking components on everything. St. Glaswegian's Kiss is in trouble here as Lupus Astaris looking to get the kill. Glaswegian Kiss gets the kill, 4-1 in favor of blue. Lupus Astaris, though, looking to pick up a kill of their own, but they are going to get Hwatched for their efforts. Setting Sandwich with a good Hwatcha, and Triple L is now in danger of being eliminated from SCS number 162. Triple L with a strong win in round 1, and now one death away from being eliminated. And of course, Sandwich Predators 1 kill away from avenging their first round loss and completing the road to redemption. Lupus Astaris now eating a Hwatcha, and they're hull broken here. They are hull broken. They're completely broken. There is nothing that's up on that ship other than the balloon. But down goes the St. Glaswegian Kiss. It's 4-2 in favor of blue. But red with a kill right there, setting a Sandwich. Now getting Hades right there into the balloon. They lose that balloon. That hull goes down as well. Lupus Astaris not able to follow up there. Sandwich diving down, trying to stay alive. Zetnus Sandwich is in trouble right here. Zetnus Sandwich trying to stay alive. They know they're probably going to die, but if they could get a good Hwatch and maybe pick up some cheap permahull on the Lupus Astaris, it could help his team down the road. Lupus Astaris, of course, is at 50% or 40% perma, but that doesn't matter as the Lupus Astaris picks up the kill. It is 4-3 in favor of blue. Red cleaning up their spawn. That means, of course, that red is back in business here. They are 2 kills away from advancing. Blue is 1 kill away from advancing. Who has first blood, though? We don't know, unfortunately. We do not know who has first blood as we joined in late to this matchup. All right, and red is starting to move around here, around the east side. All right, GFA Salvager looking to move around here. Blue also looking to move around the other side. It is 8 minutes to go in this matchup. GFA Salvager is trying to find blue. They might have an idea that if they cut through, they might be able to find someone. All right, there we go. GFA Salvager, of course, now sponsors. So that looks like red spotted here. Where are they spotted here? Looks like ship 3. Is that the same? Which might be the one that has the spot? Yes, they do. They're the ones that have the spot here. As Lupus Astaris now getting charged by the St. Glaswegian Kiss. Lupus Astaris trying to return fire here. It's 4-3. This should be the last engagement of the Road to Redemption finals. This should be the last engagement of the entire Road to Redemption, which means we should know who Fancy Cloud Dancers will be facing here very shortly. Zetnus Sandwich looking to put some shots into the Lupus Astaris. They do get some shots in there. Zetnus Sandwich getting very aggressive. However, Zetnus Sandwich loses their armor. They're going to have to back off here. That's going to put them in a bad spot. Red's going to have advantage here, except Lupus Astaris is moving against the environment. St. Glaswegian's Kiss, you know that Mighty Cab is smelling blood here. That should be a kill in the game. Yes, it will be indeed. As Mighty Cab finds the perfect approach angle, you do not back up against environment against Mighty Cab. That's like inviting him to kill you. Blue with a 5-3 win, eliminating Triple L from SCS number 162. And now we have the organizational issues cleared up here, folks. Do apologize for that. It looks like we will actually be having the grand finals here on my channel. So stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back with more Sunday Community Skirmish number 162. We'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, and we are back. I do apologize about the confusion. We've got that all sorted out. We will actually have the grand finals on this channel here at twitch.tv/thatlysanya, guys. So for those of you who are tuning in to twitch.tv/solidusbucket, yes, we will have the grand finals over here at Lysanya's Lounge. And that grand finals will be between Fancy Cloud Dancers and Sandwich Predators. We'll go ahead and get that lobby up right now. So once again, we will have Fancy Cloud Dancers on red. They'll be on red, and they'll be facing Sandwich Predators. They'll be on blue. So Sandwich Predators is going to be blue for this next matchup. And of course, if Fancy Cloud Dancers wins this matchup, they will win Sunday Community Skirmish number 162. They'll be on red versus Sandwich Predators on blue. If they win, we will have one more matchup to determine the winner of SCS number 162. We will have two close-range maps to close this out. We will have the smallest map in Guns of Icarus up first. We will have Duel at Dawn, which is 1,500 by 1,500 meters. And if we go to a second and deciding Grand Finals matchup, that one will be on Periton Rumble. So two close-range matchups to finish this off. We will see absolutely no sniping matches to finish this off. It will be up close and personal all the way. All right, so now we are waiting to sort out a ref situation. What's going on here, folks? Come on. Oh, we have a drop person. Okay, we have a drop pilot. Okay. That's what's going on here. So we are waiting for that pilot to come back, and then we will start the timer. Uh-oh, looks like a random disappearing. That must mean that must mean that somebody is having issues maybe on their personal end. I hope not. Hopefully not. That's not good. So we're going to get that sorted out, and then we'll start the lobby timer. So once again, we'll have Fancy Cloud Dancers versus Sandwich Predators in this Grand Finals matchup on Duel at Dawn. And for those of you just tuning in, we will go ahead and recap all the action up to this point. We'll go ahead and recap everything. So let's talk about how we got here, folks. We started off with a 5-0 win by Fancy Cloud Dancers in their first round matchup over Altruistic Armada. And then, of course, Fancy Cloud Dancers with a 5-0 win over Triple L to advance to this Grand Finals. Meanwhile, Sandwich Predators losing in their first round matchup 5-1 to Triple L, then coming back from the road to redemption, they won 5-1 over Altruistic Armada. And then in a rematch from round 1, they defeated Triple L 5-3 to advance to the Grand Finals. Fancy Cloud Dancers 1 win away from winning it all here this tournament. Sandwich Predators needs 2 straight wins to win it all. In fact, they have to effectively run the table to win. Lysanya Shade asking what prizes do winners get for this tournament. Actually, if you win this tournament and you've never won it before, you actually get a title. The title of Skirmisher Champion. If you simply participate in the tournament, I believe you also get a title called Skirmisher, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll have to run it by Huskar a little bit later when he comes back next week. But you can always join the Sunday Community Skirmish Discord group to ask any and all questions about the tournament. Just look for Huskar on the official Guns of Icarus Discord. Look for him, and he'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you, and he'll get you into that SCS Discord if you have any additional questions, or if you want to join in on that community. All right, and of course we have a timer start here. Timer has started. We got 3 minutes left on the timer at this point, and it looks like, yeah, Earbud has declared for the timer to start, and rightfully so. She has to at this point. She has to. Red is going to have to find a sub at this point. And of course, we've got Muddy Keb and Water It's Me piloting on the blue side. We have Dementia and a player to be determined piloting on the red side. So we will see who Red chooses to pilot at this point. This is going to be very difficult for Red now, losing one of their 2 SCS pilots. This is very, very interesting. Red already requesting pause. Looks like they're going to have to get a backfill. Looks like they will actually have to do the sub thing here. They will indeed have to get a sub. So they're going to pause it with 2 minutes left on the timer. They'll do that most likely to get a ship properly prepared. So pause granted with 2 minutes left on the lobby timer. So they'll have a 2-minute pause, and we'll let them get them a pilot, and we'll see who's going to pilot for them. We'll see who's going to pilot. We will certainly see. Who would pilot if they have to send somebody up there? Who would pilot? Probably maybe Inkjet? Inkjet would probably be the most likely one to jump up there and pilot if I had to guess. Wow, who are they going to bring in? 1 minute left on the pause. So they've got 1 minute plus the 2 on the lobby timer to get that sorted out. So hopefully they're able to. This is not good. Somebody immediately disappearing. That tells me ISP issues, tech issues, something along those lines. Blue offering their pause to get a pilot in there for Red. So very good sportsmanship by Blue. Very good sportsmanship right there. And, oh, Spudnik is going to come in and pilot for Red. Outstanding. Oh, wait, no, Spudnik, who left without a trace. Oh, boy. Hold up. We might have to, we might have to do something about this. Hang on. All right, what's the plan? What's the plan? Who's going into pilot? Who's going to pilot for red? Who's going to pilot? Okay, 2 minutes now. So the pause is over. 2 minutes remaining on the timer. 2 minutes remaining on the timer. Yeah, and you can't play for two different teams in SCS. This is true. I wonder, this is one of those times where I'm sitting here going, we should get Solidus to come in here. And oh, there we go. There's a backfill. Okay. There we go. Now they're good. They found a backfill. I was going to say, man, is this the time where I just scream at Solidus and go, basically, hey, Solidus, you want to take over the stream? I got this. Nah, it's fine. That's fine. We got this here. We got this here. At some point, I need to... At some point, I am going to get back into SCS soon. Sometime soon. By soon, I mean probably 20 SCSs from now or something. I don't know. 1 minute left in the lobby, though. Yeah, I don't think that's against the rules, what Dio is saying. I don't think that's against the rules. But yes, now we have 30 seconds left, so ships are locked at this point. Oh, pilot... Miki says pilot changed. Oh, so we have a Blenderfish on red. We got a Blenderfish and a Magnate here versus a Spire and a Watchafish. Well, simultaneously ref and pilot. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. All right, here we go with the grand finals of SCS number 162. And we are ready for people to ready up. That means we need that Blenderfish to ready up. There we go. And now we start up with the grand finals of SCS number 162. And this first matchup of the grand finals, which could be the deciding matchup, will be on Duel at Dawn. Duel at Dawn, of course, the smallest map in Guns of Icarus, 1,500 by 1,500 meters. It is on a small portion, of course, of the Battle of the Dunes map. So here we go with the ship callout. Ship 1 is the Jabberwocky, piloted by Dementio. We have a Magnate with one side Huacha, Gatling, and Mortar. And the other side, the left side, we have a Gatling, an Artemis, and a Lumberjack. Ship 2 is the Unicos, piloted by Complete Noob. We have a Blenderfish with side Flamethrower and Flare. Ship 3 is the Sturdy's Crackers, piloted by Mighty Keb. We have a Lumber Spire. We have a Lumber Spire here on Duel at Dawn with a Flare, a Hades, and a Flak. And Ship 4, set in a sandwich, piloted by Water It's Me, a Watchafish with side Gatling and Carronade. There you have it, as the Jabberwocky's already balloon broken here. Of course, that's what that Lumberjack's going to do. But Sturdy's Crackers running a long-range build on a short-range map. A very surprising decision. Sturdy's Crackers about to run out of real estate here. Unicos getting very aggressive. Oh, they got juked. They got juked by the Spire, the thin profile coming in handy. And Sturdy's Crackers looking to put shots into the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky, of course, sporting a big, fluffy balloon. And the Sturdy's Crackers definitely wants to be on the Jabberwocky, not the Unicos. Key to the match is probably going to be Unicos in this situation. The Blenderfish running up against Sturdy's Crackers. If Unicos can control Sturdy's Crackers, they do not want Sturdy's Crackers controlling Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky is their kill ship, basically. Unicos really needs to win against Sturdy's Crackers. Meanwhile, Unicos moving in on set in a sandwich. Blenderfish versus Watchafish. And now Sturdy's Crackers looking to basically lumber down the balloon of the Unicos with Hades coming into play as well. That is a pop balloon and a hull break on the Unicos. Shots going out, that whole, of course, that balloon going back up. Jabberwocky, meanwhile, losing their balloon. Sturdy's Crackers doing a good job so far. Sturdy's Crackers doing a good job despite the close range of everything. Sturdy's Crackers need some distance here. Zetna Sandwich deciding to slam their ship into the enemy and getting that watch off of them. Job well done by the Zetna Sandwich. And Sturdy's Crackers get some distance. That's exactly what they want here. Zetna Sandwich trying to turn for the Unicos. Sturdy's Crackers now has the range that they need. Watch it going out the Unicos. This is advantage blue right now. The way these teams are lined up here, this is advantage blue. Now Zetna Sandwich looking to basically turn the corner, go for the Jabberwocky. This is a smart plan right here. Sturdy's Crackers looking to basically be the ship that sets up kills for Zetna Sandwich. Zetna Sandwich getting watched, but Zetna Sandwich watching back the Jabberwocky. This could be dangerous for the Jabberwocky. Unicos, of course, balloon broken as well. Unicos actually coming in very strong on the Zetna Sandwich. Meanwhile, looks like that side carrying going into the Jabberwocky, and now Zetna Sandwich turning that Watcha. Turning that Watcha into the Jabberwocky. That Watcha going out there. It is right there. Sturdy's Crackers backing up the truck. They have the proper distance now. Zetna Sandwich about to get blended down. That could be a ram right there by the Unicos. No, it will not be. Zetna Sandwich has something here. Curb Stomp could be in play here. Curb Stomp could be in play. Zetna Sandwich setting it up. No, they missed the Curb Stomp. They're going for the blend down here. They're going to blend them down, which means a follow-up coming up. Uh-oh, Zetna Sandwich actually making a mistake here. Zetna Sandwich making a mistake. That is the Unicos looking to pick up the kill. Oh, and they do not. The selfie on the Unicos. They did not get the kill on the Zetna Sandwich. That was a selfie right there. Zetna with the Tiger Uppercut on the Jabberwocky. Zetna Sandwich finishes it off. 2-0 in favor of blue, but my goodness, a mistake compounded by a mistake. They smelled blood, did red, but oh no, they did not get the kill. They killed themselves trying to get that kill. 2-0 in favor of blue. Oh my goodness, that is not what you're looking for if you're Fancy Cloud Dancers, and red starting to spawn up here. That is not what you're looking for if you're red. You really need to see some more discipline on those rams, and the balloon got them in trouble right there. They probably should have just left Zetna Sandwich there and gone all in on the Sturdy's Crackers, but then again, hindsight being 20/20, maybe the play should have been that they might have been a little more cautious against the Zetnas. But hindsight's always 20/20, and the Zetna Sandwich says, my hindsight is working just fine, thank you. I'm going to Watcha the Jabberwocky. My foresight also working very well, says the Zetna Sandwich. So is my Watcha. Jabberwocky now getting popped. Big fluffy balloon is now big flat balloon. With a Watcha follow-up there on the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky's in a bad spot. Zetna Sandwich smells blood. They should be going in right now. They should absolutely be going in right now. Jabberwocky's balloon broken, hull broken. They should be going in. There's the kill. 3-0 in favor of Sandwich Predators. This is a bit of an upset in play here. Unicos now getting the balloon pop on the Sturdy. No, not a balloon pop just yet. Unicos trying to get that balloon pop again. They're trying to maintain a balloon advantage. Now they're turning. They're going for the Zetnas. Where are they going here? Unicos in a very bad spot. They're caught in their own spawn. Hull break. This is bad for the Unicos. This is very bad for the Unicos. Watch a follow-up. This should be a kill right here any minute. Unicos popped. Hull broken. Dead. 4-0 in favor of blue. Sandwich Predators making quick work of Fancy Cloud Dancers. We are en route to a second and deciding Grand Finals matchup. If blue pulls this off, if they hang on, it's going to be on Periton Rumble. It's going to be another close-range matchup, which basically, if you're Mighty Keb, you're thinking to yourself, that's my specialty right there. That is Periton Rumble. If they win this matchup, you got to ask yourselves, Fancy Cloud Dancers at a disadvantage going into the Grand Finals? Match 2? You got to question that. That is Mighty Keb's specialty, so we will see as Sturdy's Crackers gets an immediate spot. Lumberjack going out onto the Unicos. No, looks like they're going for the Jabberwocky instead. They couldn't decide on which target they wanted. Now there it looks like they're going to go after the Unicos. Zetna Sandwich getting shots out onto the Unicos. Trying to blend down the Unicos. Oh, they're looking to ram them. Oh, they're looking to ram them. They should have something here. Curb Stomp or ram Unicos realizing this. Could be too little too late. Curb stomp in play here. Curb stomp in play here. Curb stomp in play. No, they lose the curb stomp, but they do get the front hwacha in. Front hwacha hits part of it, but not enough of it. Sadness Sandwich loses some armor as a result. Unicos realizing this could be their opportunity, Unicos, to come back and do something here. Sadness Sandwich with 5% perma. Unicos needs to win this 1v1. They have to. There is no margin for error for red. None. Their balloon is popped. Unicos still in trouble here. Unicos in trouble. Sturdy's Crackers looking to pop the Unicos. They have done so. That balloon is popped. That hole is popped. That hwacha misses wide, though. Unicos is in trouble here. They're backed up against Environment. Their balloon is in trouble. Their armor is in trouble. They're getting aggressive as blue. And they are down. Blue wins 5-0. My goodness. A bit of an upset, though, but my goodness. Lumber Spire on this map. Who would have thought 5-0 going into this? My goodness. A surprising win for Sandwich Predators, but we'll be right back, folks. We've got one more match to take care of here. Because Blue won this matchup, we have a second and deciding Grand Finals matchup coming up in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned, folks, for the exciting conclusion to SCS number 162. All right, folks, and we are back here at the last matchup of Sunday Community Skirmish number 162. A big thanks to everybody tuning in here on twitch.tv/thatLysanya guy. This is the Grand Finals, the second and final matchup of the Grand Finals here at SCS number 162. This will, of course, be between Fancy Cloud Dancers and Sandwich Predators. For those of you just tuning in, Sandwich Predators with a very surprising completion to the road to redemption. They went 5-0 over Fancy Cloud Dancers with a very surprising win. Very, very excited to see this go to a second and deciding Grand Finals matchup. Of course, Sandwich Predators will be on red. Sandwich Predators will be on red. They'll be facing Fancy Cloud Dancers. They will be on blue. So there you have it, folks. Sandwich Predators on red versus Fancy Cloud Dancers. They're on blue. There will be no matches after this one. This is it, folks. This is the deciding matchup of SCS 162. No matter who wins this matchup, they're going to win the tournament. So everything is riding on this matchup. First Blood is even more important here. Yes, Lumber Spire happened on Duel at Dawn. Of all the times to break out the Lumber Spire, a 5-0, my goodness. Yes, and we have now the timer started. No, timer's not started just yet. We should have a timer start here in just a moment. We are waiting, of course, for pilot change imminent. Oh, there's Spudnik. Spudnik is back, actually. Spudnik is back, so now he will resume his position. We do want to thank the backfill Complete Noob for jumping in and helping out and making sure that Fancy Cloud Dancers was able to have a pilot for that first matchup, and now we will have the second and deciding matchup of the grand finals coming up here as the timer has started. Here we go, 4 minutes to go until the last matchup. Now we have a Fish and a Galleon on the blue side. Red still looking at Fish and Spire. But this is Mighty Keb. This is Mighty Keb on Periton Rumble. You gotta think, is he switching to Pyrrha? You gotta think he's switching to Pyrrha or Squid on this map. You gotta think he's switching to Pyrrha or Squid. It's gonna happen. I'll be shocked if he stays Spire. Then again, he's played Spire the last few tournaments that he's been in, so I don't know. Sturdy's Crackers has announced a change. They're going Brawl Spire here with double Gatling. Interesting. And rip Spudnik again. Rip Spudnik once again. This is not good. Poor Spudnik. This is not good time for him to be having issues with his setup. Yeah, we lost Spud again, unfortunately. Hopefully he's able to get it sorted out. Feel bad for him. I feel bad for the team. When your pilot goes down like that, you feel bad for him, you know? You don't want your pilot to go down. That is the most important cog of your ship, is the pilot. I would not be surprised if we see a pause called by Blue. I would not be surprised. Oh, no, Spudnik's back. He's good. Okay, he's back. We're going to get him back in here. There he is. Everything is fine, folks. And Spudnik says, no, I'm going to hurry up and ready up at this point. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. Can't blame him one bit. If I'm Spudnik, I'm like, no, look, we need to just get out of this lobby and get into the matchup. Let's go. Right now. Let's go. Can't blame him one bit. Fish and Galleon is the call for Blue, it looks like. Fish and Spire for Red, so it looks like Mighty Keb does indeed want to stick with that Spire. This is a very, very surprising call from Keb, going double Spire, not even going with an I mean, granted, it is an aggressive Spire, but still. Oh, there's the Protoss tip box. There's the Pyrrha call right there. By Water It's Me. So 1 minute left until lock. Fish Galleon still the call. But now they're Blender. Dementio went Blender. And looks like we have a classic setup for short-range maps for the Galleon. The double Hwacha meta. Dementio declaring change. And he changed to Hwacha Fish. So he has declared his change. We have just a few seconds left before... Oh, Spudnik has changed. He has changed to a Junker here with a mine launcher downstairs. We've got a double Artemis with a mine launcher and then a Gat Mortar on that Junker. So a last-second change for Blue. 30 seconds. Ships are locked. It's going to be... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that change happened after the call. Yep, that change happened after the call. He did switch back. Yeah, Water is correct to switch back. That change happened after the call for ship lock. He was going to switch to a Goldfish, but that should be denied. And Water realized it. Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. He tried to get in that last second change. Yeah, Water saying no one. No one saw that. No. No, people saw that. It's okay, Water. It's okay, Water. Can't blame him for the attempt, but, you know. He did change back. He's a good sport about it, but this last matchup is on Periton Rumble, the last matchup of the grand finals of SCS number 162. Of course, it is a city ruinous map with lots of places to hide, not many places to run. Here we go. Ship number 1 is the Protoss tip box, piloted by Water It's Me, a Gat Artemis Pyramidian with side Banshee and a 10 lens array. Ship number 2 is the Sturdy's Crackers, piloted by Mighty Keb, a Hwacha Spire. Brawl Spire with Gatling, Mortar, and Gatling. Ship number 3 is the Friendfish, piloted by Dimentio. A Hwacha Fish with side Caro and Gatling. And ship 4, Team Rocket, piloted by Spudnik. Artemis up front, Gat Mortar on one side, Mine Launcher, and Artemis on the other. And I'll give you 3 guesses as to who's the gunner on this ship, who's going to be on the Mine Launcher, and the first 2 don't count. Of course, that would be Miki on that Mine Launcher. Miki, of course, making his claim to fame during the cash tournament, in which he basically went mines for days, and it was a clinic, a how-to on Mine Launcher. We will see how it plays out as the Friendfish getting the back of the Sturdy Crackers. Team Rocket also putting Artemi into the Sturdy Crackers. There is a hull break both on the Friendfish and the Team Rocket as well. Looks like Blue is in a bit of trouble here. Proto's Tip Box coming to play here. It looks like Proto's Tip Box is the one that appears to be doing a number. Oh, and Sturdy Crackers backing up the truck into the Friendfish. Looks like they're going to try to get the Hwacha onto the Friendfish. Can't blame them here, as they are backing up, just getting over the broken crane. I would suspect a Hwacha is coming out any second. And there's the hull break on the Friendfish, but Proto's Tip Box is in a awkward position here. Hwacha going out from the Sturdy Crackers. Sturdy Crackers getting aggressive here. Hull break on the Friendfish. A mine hitting the Sturdy Crackers. Sturdy Crackers realizing this, they're going to back up. Friendfish hull broken again. They get it back up. Artemi going into the Protoss Tip Box. Friendfish now with the Hwacha into the Sturdy Crackers. Sturdy Crackers getting hull broken. Friendfish getting hull broken again. Friendfish losing their Hwacha as well as all guns on their ship. Yeah, this appears to be a situation where everybody is content to just chip away at each other. Nobody's really looking for the big play just yet. Kind of a feeling out process in this final matchup of SCS number 162. Both teams not looking to get too aggressive. Each side has a way to counter the other. The Hwacha Spire on one side. You've got, of course, the Mine Launcher on Team Rocket, plus the Hwacha on the Friendfish. Blue going more control, red going more kill. And right now the kill side is beating the control side. And Protoss Tip Box with that Artemis trying to do things. Not really able to do much right here. Friendfish looking for cover. Sturdy Crackers looking to get aggressive. They are going to move around the mines. Keb looking to get aggressive. Will Protoss Tip Box follow, or will they take the lead? Sturdy Crackers looking to back up here. Can't blame them. They need Protoss Tip Box. If I'm Protoss Tip Box, what do you do here? Do you actually go in aggressive for Sturdy Crackers? Do you take the aggressive approach? Do you let Sturdy Crackers take the front? This is an interesting decision. Team Rocket's going around the corner. It looks like Red deciding to play it safe, and their decision may pay off as Team Rocket not able to do anything there. And looks like Red realizing this is probably not the best decision to move in. They're just going to hang out right now. Red looking to turn the corner. They get spots. Sturdy Crackers realizing this. They're not going to make the move. Looks like it's a game of cat and mouse. Whoever makes the first mistake is going to be the first death. Both teams playing very, very cautiously. And you can't blame them for playing cautiously. You can't blame them. Protoss Tip Box apparently might be trying to bait Blue out here as they're getting shots out onto the Friendfish. And there's a Hwacha. It looks like Red has decided now's the time to get aggressive here. Now is the time. Sturdy Crackers getting Hwacha'd for their efforts. Protoss Tip Box moving in. They're hull broken. Friendfish appears to be the target for Red as a mine goes out, still just not able to get those mines in a place that can stop Sturdy's Crackers. But that's not the fault of the gunner at that point, nor is it anybody's fault really. It's just a matter of Red playing a very, very patient, surprisingly patient game, and a refreshing change of pace from Sandwich Predators. Not normally known for their passiveness, not normally known for their defensive tendencies. They're normally a very aggressive team, especially Mighty Kev, who is showing great patience here. As Friendfish turning the corner, Team Rocket may be turning the corner. Looks like Friendfish is probably going to go for a backdoor flank here with the Team Rocket looking. Team Rocket getting caught out there on an island. Sturdy Crackers looks like they're going to make a beeline for this Team Rocket. Yes, they are. Friendfish forced to turn the corner. Team Rocket hull broken. Team Rocket is in big trouble here. Friendfish moving in aggressively on the Sturdy Crackers. No, they're going to move for the Protoss Tip Box. No, they're going to move for the Sturdy Crackers. And probably the best decision they can make right there. They're going to try to slam them into the environment. It's a DPS race. Team Rocket bottoming out. Friendfish trying to get the ram kill. No, they're not going to get it. Sturdy Crackers backs up, and Protoss Tip Box wins the DPS race. 1-0 in favor of Sandwich Predators. Friendfish is in trouble. This could be 2-0 any second. Watch it going into the Protoss tip box. However, they die. It is 2-0 in favor of Red. Sandwich Predators is now 3 kills away from winning SCS number 162. Red showing great patience there. Great patience. Blue trying to bait them in. And by showing that patience, they showed controlled aggression, catching Team Rocket in a bad spot. Catching them in a very bad spot in a 1v2. And then the 1v1 was won from there, as Sturdy's Crackers was forced to tank it against a potentially awkward position. It worked out for him. It worked out. That's all that matters. The controlled aggression worked. 2-0 in favor of Red, but that was dicey for the Sturdy's Crackers for a couple seconds there. But they made it work, and now Friendfish and Team Rocket back in the picture. And now it looks like both sides looking to spot each other. They've got the spots out as Team Rocket moving in, looking to blast off again. And those rockets definitely blasting off into the Protoss tip box. However, Sturdy's Crackers... Oh, Sturdy's Crackers has something here. Friendfish is out of position here. Team Rocket's in trouble. 2 Gatlings going into them. That is Daka, much Daka, very Daka going into the Team Rocket. They're hull broken already. Oh, they could die here. Friendfish very late into the party here. Friendfish finally getting that Hwacha in to the Protoss tip box. The rest of it going into the Sturdy's Crackers. A good decision taking out all those guns. A very smart decision waiting. Team Rocket now back in the picture. They've lost a lot of perma-hull for their efforts. Friendfish hull broken, though. Friendfish is hull broken. That Spire feeling very inspired right now. They're going for the Team Rocket. This is probably a good choice right now, going for the Team Rocket. A well-timed Hwacha, and they are going down as the Team Rocket. Friendfish, meanwhile, looking to get aggressive on the Sturdy's Crackers. Oh, Sturdy's Crackers may have gone too far out. They are right next to environment. Friendfish sees this. Sturdy's Crackers sees this as well. They're going to go for a sandwich here. Predator Sandwich going for the sandwich here. Or Sandwich Predators, I should say. Hull break on the Friendfish. Hwacha going out. A good portion of that Hwacha misses. However, they get half a clip in there. Protoss tip box now turning for the Friendfish. They should probably try to get that main engine. In fact, that's what they're aiming for. That main engine appears to already be out. Sturdy's Crackers looking to get the Gatling into the Friendfish. Hull break on the Friendfish. That should be a kill right there. That should be a kill. The Hwacha follow-up should do it. Indeed, it does. 3-0 in favor of Red. Sandwich Predators now 2 kills away from winning SCS number 162. Team Rocket at 15% perma. They are in a world of hurt right now against 2 red ships that are in almost pristine condition. Sturdy's Crackers now backing up the truck, trying to make sure they do. Oh, they run into the mine intentionally to pop Team Rocket. A brilliant decision right there by Sturdy's Crackers, and they are in trouble. They are stuck on environment. There's a Hwacha. There's a hull break. That should be a kill. And now Sandwich Predators 1 kill away from winning SCS number 162. Sandwich Predators absolutely showing us how it's done. As I said before, if it gets down to Periton Rumble, you got to ask yourselves, is it advantage because for Red because Mighty Keb is there? Mighty Keb, a specialist on this map. This is the map he dreams of day in and day out. You put him on this map, he is almost automatic. Protoss tip box moving in on the Friendfish. So is Sturdy's Crackers. They realize this is almost GG. They are going to get very aggressive here. Where did Ship 4 spawn? Ship 4 spawned way out there. That is not a good spot for them to spawn. They are way out there as a junker. Friendfish is in trouble. They are in big trouble. They are trying to escape. They are barely able to get around the Sturdy's Crackers. Protoss tip box, meanwhile, shutting the door on the escape. Friendfish denied the escape right there. Protoss tip box shuts them down with the left side of the Pyramidion. Friendfish still shut down, however, they are themselves between a rock and a hard place. Protoss tip box hull broken for their efforts. Watch it going into the Friendfish. Protoss tip box is in trouble. They may go down. They do indeed go down 4-1 in favor of Red. However, Blue finally on the board. Blue has to run the table to win SCS number 162. They have to run the table. Friendfish, however, is hull broken. They're getting shots into the Friendfish. They might have something here at a 1v2. Oh, there's that armor going down. There is 50% perma gone from the Friendfish. Sturdy's Crackers is going to get very aggressive here. You know they will. They're looking for an aggressive play. They're looking to do anything they can. Team Rocket with a great block. Diving down, hitting the balloon. But it might not matter as the Friendfish still goes down, and it is over, folks. Sandwich Predators wins SCS number 162 by a score of 5-1. Well done by Sandwich Predators. Well done by all of our teams here today. And that is going to do it, folks, for Sunday Community Skirmish number 162. Thank you so much for tuning in to this tournament, folks. I will have VODs up most likely tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Lysanya. Not Lysanya, signing out for the afternoon. And for all of our referees, and for Solidus Bucket, our referees, of course, today were Earbud Music and Dianoli. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. Good night, everybody.